This is the Basement Kitchen Show.
On the Basement Kitchen Show, we're going to be showing you how to make breadcrumbs from scratch. There's no need to buy breadcrumbs, people, when it's easy to make. I got 2 burger buns, and I'm going to put them in the food processor to turn them into crumbs. And I'll show you what it looks like in a minute. First, you need to break them up a little bit, just so they don't get caught. I don't know if that's going to happen, but I'd rather make sure it doesn't. And there you go. There are our breadcrumbs that are ready to be toasted. So if you do not have a food processor, you can do this with a blender. You need either a blender or a food processor, and a cookie sheet and some aluminum foil, some leftover bread, and an oven, which I'm pretty sure almost everyone has. Now right here I have a cookie sheet or sheet pan that's been lined with aluminum foil. And I have my oven at its lowest setting, which is 170 degrees. And we're going to be putting it in there for until it gets toasted and warmed and dried out. So you just need to evenly distribute this everywhere across the sheet pan. And don't worry, my hands are... Oh, that's perfect timing. My hands are clean. Now this is just the drying out part, which will probably take about 10 minutes, I think. That's just going to be probably just to check them. Every breadcrumbs and bread is different, so it might take a little bit longer or sooner, depending on your oven. I might be wondering why I'm using burger buns. Well, we ain't got anything that we have in the refrigerator or something like that to use with them, so it's better just to make them into breadcrumbs instead of letting them just go bad and then having to throw them out. Now, these breadcrumbs are not going to have seasoning on them because, well, they're homemade. But that's the advantage of it. That way you can just add your own seasoning to the food or to the breadcrumbs later, if you wish to. So we'll see you about 10 minutes or so. Okay, our breadcrumbs are getting there, but they need to be dried out a little bit more. But if we continue to have it at this temperature, they will burn before they dry out. So we turn off the oven. And then just keep the door at its first open setting. And then we'll check them, which will probably be about 15 more minutes. And if you don't believe me, they are dry, they are crispy. Well, probably not as crispy as panko breadcrumbs, which is probably the only breadcrumbs I would buy. And now you let them cool down and put them in an airtight container. And then, after that, after I let them cool down overnight, I put them in a freezer dried Ziploc bag, I think, in the freezer, and they will last for, well, I still got some breadcrumbs in the freezer right now from 4 months ago, so, and they're still good, because bread, even dried like this, freezes magnificently. How are you made this much breadcrumbs? I think that's pretty good, worth it. I mean, it's better to use leftover bread to make breadcrumbs an hour and all that than spend the money, because, you know, some people say time is money. I say time saves money. So there's our breadcrumbs, dry, crumbly, and ready to be put in some meatballs or a meatloaf or some other type of thing that needs some breadcrumbs. Now remember, I'm just putting this for over a day. Tomorrow, in a zip-top bag in the freezer. And it will stay in there for probably a year, maybe. I don't know, yeah, I'd say a year. So use these within a year in the freezer. This has been the Basement Kitchen Show, and see you all next time. Bye.